Okay, welcome to today's lecture. Today's lecture is all about basic arithmetic objectives. So I'm going to introduce you to this important topic by first defining what an arithmetic is. After that, I'm going to talk about arithmetical operators. After that, I'm going to teach you about BODMAS, and I'm going to concentrate on this part. Lastly, I'm going to solve some examination questions under this topic. Okay, so what is an arithmetic? So an arithmetic is simply the branch of mathematics that deals with basic operations, and these basic operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And those operations are the main foundation of this branch of what? Mathematics. Note that this branch of mathematics is very important in a way that it touches every other branches of what? Mathematics. Not only that, it acts like the basic building blocks for more complicated and advanced what? Topics. So you need to learn about this topic. It's very much important. You need to know when you're supposed to add, subtract, multiply, and what? Divide. You learn more this under BODMAS. Okay, now let's do this important part called arithmetic operators. So as you can see, we're having 4 operators here. The first one's for addition, second one for subtraction, third one for multiplication, the last one for division. So as you can see, for the first one, we're having 1 plus 1. The answer is what? 2. So the result of addition is the what? The sum. So whatever you add, the answer that you're going to get is called the what? The sum. So here 2 is the sum of 1 plus 1. Subtraction. So here you're subtracting 3 minus 2. The answer is 1. So the result of subtraction is what? The difference. So 1 is the difference of 3 and 2. So whatever we're going to subtract, the answer that you're going to get is called the what? The difference. Now let's do the other operator for multiplication. So multiplication can be expressed in this times sign, the hash sign, or the dot sign. So the first one, that is 4 times 8. So 4 times 2, which is 8. So here the result of multiplication is the what? The product. So here 8 is the product of 4 and 2. 2 times 3 is what? 6. So 6 is the product of 2 times what? 3. Same applies to 5 times 2. The product is what? 10. Okay, now let's do the last operator for division. So division can be expressed using this sign here or this over sign. So 12 divided by 3 is what? 4. So 4 is what we are calling as what? The quotient, because it's saying the result of division is what? The quotient. Or 10 over 2 is the same as division. The answer is what? 5. So 5 is the quotient of 10 over 2. Thank you for that. Okay, now let's talk about this important part called BODMAS. So what is BODMAS? So BODMAS is simply an acronym, or in other words an abbreviation that can help remember the order of mathematical operations. So remember, from talking about mathematical operations in the previous slide. So these mathematical operations are division, subtraction, multiplication, and what? Addition. So it can help us just to remember the order of these same mathematical operations. Not only that, it can collect the order in which to solve mathematical problems. So it can help us know when you're supposed to subtract, when you're supposed to add, when you're supposed to multiply, and what? Divide. Now let's talk about what BODMAS stands for. So B in BODMAS stands for brackets. O stands for orders, and these orders are powers or indices, or it can be what? Roots. D in BODMAS stands for division, M for multiplication, A for addition, S for subtraction. Now let's talk about this important part, the ordering mathematical operations. So as I said, this talks about the order of mathematical operations. So the first one, as you can see here, we have in B for brackets. So brackets come what? First. So brackets come first, and what comes second is what? Order. So order comes second. So for order, where you see the root or the power 2, this one comes what? Second. And then D for division comes third. Then M for multiplication comes what? Fourth. A for additions comes what? Fifth. Then the last one is what? Subtraction, which is the 6th one. So you need to take note of this, because this is going to help us to solve these mathematical questions. Okay, now let's do some exam questions. Evaluate the following. So how can you evaluate this type of equation? If at all this type of equation came in your exam, how can you deal with it? Okay, so let's try to solve it. Okay, so you're given 5 times open bracket 7 minus 3 close bracket plus 5. How can you go about this question, or how can you answer this question? So before you answer this question, you need to come up with a board mass, so that you can be guided on how you, on which part you can start with first. So let me do the board mass thing. So board mass is like this. So this one will help us. Okay, so on this one, what have you been given? We have in brackets, we have in multiplication and addition. So which one is coming first in board mass? As you can see, just the brackets are coming first. So I'm going to start with brackets what? First, before I can multiply or add. And then which one is coming second under this question? So which one is coming second? So it's multiplication. Have you seen? So multiplication, it's one which is coming second, and then addition last. So it's coming third. So we're going to start by dealing with the brackets. Later on, we're going to multiply. After that, we're going to add. Then we are done. So let's start down. So we're going to maintain this 5 like this times. Since we are starting with the brackets, we're dealing with the brackets first. So 7 minus 3, that is 4. And then here you just, so by writing 4, we have killed the what? The brackets now. We have dealt with it. Now we can just maintain this by writing plus 5. Now here you have it, this times this multiplication sign and addition. So which one should you start with first? What will determine that is board mass. So which one is coming first between multiplication and addition? So you know that it's multiplication. So we're going to multiply 5 times 4 before we can add. So we're going to say 5 times 4, that is 20. Then plus what? 5. So what is 20 plus 5? So that is 25. So that's the final answer. Now let's do B. So on this one, what we'll do is we'll do the same thing we are from doing on the first question. So before we can do anything here, we need to come up with a order of operation, which is board mass, so that we can be guided on where we can start from. Are we supposed to multiply first, or are we supposed to deal with this? Are we supposed to divide or add? So let's come up with the order of operation. So board mass. So this board mass now. So here we're not having anything which is involving the brackets, so we can't use it. Now, is there anything which is involving the order here? Yes. I said under order, if you can remember clearly, I said something like it involves something which is having a square, not only that, which something which is having a root or indices, something like that. Okay, so this one is coming first under this question, and then we're going to deal with this power because it's falling under the order. And then after that, which sign should we deal with after dealing with this order? We're going to deal with what? Division, because division is coming second under this question. After that, which one should we go for? So it's multiplication, which is coming what? Third. After multiplication, we're going to add. So addition is coming what? Fourth. So let's start with the order by dealing with this one. So this one, first we're going to maintain 7 just the way it is, like that. Then 2 to the power 2 is same as 2 times 2, or 2 coming 2 times, which is 4. Then you're going to maintain just the way it is, like that, divided by 2 times 3. Okay, so here now you are having 3 operations. You are having addition, division, and multiplication. Now which one should you start with? So we're going to start with division, which is coming first on this one. So we're going to divide. So we're going to maintain this one. So it will be 7 plus, you maintain just the way it is, and then you divide. So 4 divided by 2, that is 2. And then here you just maintain like the way it is, times 3. And then what do you do next here? Which one is coming first between addition and multiplication? Don't forget that multiplication is coming first. So we're going to multiply. So here you're going to maintain 7 just the way it is, plus what is 2 times 3, which is 6. So 7 plus 6, which is 13. So 13 is our final what? Answer. So that's how you go about it. Okay, now let's solve for C. So the same thing here, don't add dialect here just because you're seeing the addition sign. So what will determine the sign that you're going to use here, or the sign that you're going to start with, because you're having addition, division, and multiplication. So which one should you start with? What will determine that is the order of operation, which is BODMAS. So this thing, you must be using it for you to solve such type of what? Questions in an exam. So here you don't have anything like BODMAS. Do you have anything like a power, a lot here, the order? No, we don't have. And then what do we have here? We are having division. So division is coming first on this type of equation. And then which other one is coming second? Is multiplication. And then the last one is what? Addition. So we're going to start by dividing, later on we're going to multiply and then add. So where is division? It's here. So we're going to deal with this part. So here I'm going to maintain 9, that's the way it is, plus 12 divided by 3, that is 4, times 3, just maintain like that. And then here what are you going to do? Which one is coming first between addition and multiplication? So that one is what? Multiplication is coming first. So we're going to multiply and then later on you add. So I'm going to maintain 9 plus 4 times 3, that is what? 12. Okay, so that's how you do it. Now what is 12 plus 9? So that is 21. So that's how you go about this type of. Okay, now let me solve for D. So D, the same thing that we have been doing. So let's start by writing BODMAS so that we know the operations, the order of operation that we're going to follow or use. Okay, so that's the BODMAS. So as you have seen here we don't have something like brackets, and we don't have anything that is having the power or the lot. So we're going to start with division, and it's coming first, multiplication is coming second, addition third, subtraction fourth. Okay, so we're going to start by dividing. So we're going to maintain this first part. So 4 times 3 plus, so what is 10 divided by 2? That is 5, minus 2. Okay, so here now we're having 3 operations now. So which one is coming first? We're going to multiply. Multiplication is coming first in the order of operation. So we're going to multiply, which is 4 times 3, which is going to give us 12 plus, and then you're going just to maintain it just like the way it is, like this. Okay, and then here we're having 2 operations now. So which one should we start with? So according to both maths, addition comes first, then subtraction. So we're going to add 12 plus 12 plus 5, sorry, which is going to give us 17 minus 2. And then here we're going to subtract. So 17 minus 2, that's going to give us 15. Okay, now we can do the last question. So the same thing, we need to start by writing both mass like this. So here, which one is coming first here? So here it's multiplication, it's coming first, and then addition second, subtraction third, like that. Okay, so let's do it now. So I'm going to maintain 5 minus 2 times 7, that is 14, plus 8. So here, which one is coming first between subtraction and addition? So addition is coming first, so I'm going to add 14 plus 18. So I'm going to maintain 5 minus, so what is 14 plus 8? So that is 22. Then here we're going to subtract 5 from 22, which is going to give negative 17. So you might be asking yourself a question, why is it negative 17? Don't forget, positive, this is a positive number. Positive times negative, it's negative. So we're going to subtract, and then we're going to maintain the sign of the bigger number, because this negative is for the bigger number. So that's how you do it. Okay, so here there are examination questions. At your own free time, you can go through. So this is the question that came in 2012 paper 1, and there is another one for 2014 paper 1. You can go through 2015 paper 1. So at your own free time, you can go through, and then if you need help, you can let me know. Yeah. Then lastly, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, so that any video that I'll post will be updated. Not only that, you can like, share and comment. And thank you for watching.